Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Yes, it's another Ben video, but listen, I have a little bit of an inside scoop here. A friend of mine actually visited the Hit Network studios, so we're going to get to that in a little bit. But first, the Ben situation. I know, I see the comment section. You guys either love Ben or you love to hate Ben. There's nobody that's like in between. Oh, I don't know how I feel about Ben. No, everybody has their opinion and they're quite vocal about it. And I get it. Like, Ben is that guy that people, if they hate him, they love to watch him. If they love him, they love to watch him. I can't tell you how many times that video of him getting arrested and going crazy out in front of Carlos, is his name Carlos? Carlos's house went viral, and how many times it got viewed, right? Tons and tons of time. Because people like to watch that stuff. Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, Howard Stern, like people like this stuff. They like the news and they like a little bit of drama and maybe a slice of conspiracy added into all that stuff. And Ben delivers all of that. You never know when he's going to sort of go off on a weird conspiratorial tirade, and people like that stuff, so all the power to them. I think, people have been really bagging on him about the donation situation. So obviously you guys know he asked for donations so that he could start paying his legal bills and getting this whole thing worked out, and he took a lot of heat for that. Like, everybody's like, how dare you? You're wearing a Rolex. Look at you. So he's decided, in order to continue to pay the legal fees, do what he has to do to get his new office suite up and running, get the studio going so that they can do the live stream. He did wind up selling off a bunch of his assets, his muscle car that he loves so much, the Rolex, and a bunch of other stuff. And he has decided to pay back the donations that were given to him. And obviously, optically, I think it was the right thing to do. But who knows? Maybe his attorney was like, you know what? You really need to pay that money back, or tax reason, you really got to pay that money back. We don't know. Probably optics, right? So he is going to do that. And we know, because I every now and then would peek at that wallet. It's the blockchain. It's public. There were no really big whales that were sending Ben money. It was people that were just regular people sending like 0.05 ETH or, a quarter of an ETH, like not very big donations. And, some people were actually sending joke donations like 0.00001 Ether, like as an FU to Ben. But he is going to be paying that back. And I think that was a good decision and the right decision. But, as far as that goes, listen, he was the star of Hit Network, hands down. And we know this because we can see evidence. We can see numbers. So this is Ben's new channel, Ben Armstrong Crypto. And of course, he live streams along with AJ and J Chains there every day. And we can see he's getting really big views, right? Like, the subscribership is not quite there yet. We see he's got almost 60,000 subscribers, which is really good for only having the channel for about a month. It's fantastic, but nowhere near, the 1.5 million that they have over there at Discover. But he's catching up. But we can see the viewership, like 28,000 views, almost 50,000 views, 30,000 views. Like, he brings in the views because people like to see a little bit of crazy drama mixed in with their crypto news. And these guys, they're charismatic, they're smart, they deliver it. And that's what people like to see. And, I think AJ, maybe the ladies like AJ, maybe a little bit of eye candy. So we go over to Discover Crypto and we see, yes, they have this huge subscribership that they've built there for, so many years. And it's, started off as Ben's channel, and they have like 1.5 million subscribers. But when we go down and we look at the viewership, we can see, you know what? It's not, it's 4,000. Okay, maybe 8,000, where we know Ben is pulling in like 30, 40,000. They're really lagging in viewership. And then if we go over to the Hit Network itself, like, this is the 24-hour news channel type of thing. And they've got like, 6 people watching right now. I get it. It's not everybody wants to sit here and watch YouTube news. I understand. But, so I think when it comes to the numbers, people can agree that Ben is winning on that front. And I think that TJ knows Ben is winning on that front. And he's like, damn, we've lost our star. What are we going to do? Well, I think no matter what you think about TJ, and you definitely know I have my opinion about him, he's not dumb. He's a crafty guy, and he knows, okay, we need to either expand this business, can continue to grow the business, or we're only going to contract and die. We've got to do something. We have to innovate. The star is gone. We lost our $1 million a month stake deal. Like we got 40 people on the payroll. Like we've got to get things moving and happening. And he's doing that. So a friend of mine, Rodney from My Crypto Journeys, I don't know if you are familiar with his content or not. Very funny guy, very smart when it comes to cryptocurrency. He's very big into the community coin, meme coin segment of cryptocurrency, but he's also knowledgeable about the blockchain. I'm not going to take that away from him. He's been in this game for a very long time. Very funny, another, star power kind of guy, charismatic. People love, love, love Rodney. They brought Rodney to the studio. So I think they're definitely trying to sweet talk and perhaps, recruit Rodney and groom him and bring him on to. Now, this is all, he appeared there today. He's going to appear there tomorrow as well. And Rodney's a friend of mine. So I am going to leave a link for his channel down in the description below. Go ahead and subscribe to him because he's super funny. And I think you would really like and enjoy his content. He went over there today. I didn't know that he was there. I was working today, and I didn't know that he was on the channel. I am going to try to watch tomorrow because he's my friend. And even though I don't like Hit Network, I do want to show my friend support. And, I want all good things for him. He definitely deserves it. And, so he was at the studio today. And then he did a live stream tonight talking about his experience as far as him visiting the Hit Network and, just kind of the vibe and the feel of the place. And of course, I was like, oh, did you see Carlos? Of course, I had to ask that, right? And he's like, no, he doesn't work there. No, I didn't see him. And I was like, oh, I was hoping maybe Carlos was hanging around, but no, he did not meet Carlos. He said the studios were absolutely beautiful. A content creator's dream. They got everything that you could imagine and want for, all the gear and the sets, and just everything was incredibly beautiful and nice, and everybody was just absolutely wonderful, and everybody just kept saying how much they enjoy working there, how great it is, how it's a different environment, and they absolutely love working there. Now, he didn't say anybody pulled him aside and was like, yo, Ben is crazy. We're glad he's at it. He said, nothing like that happened. But he's like, listen, nobody is being held hostage there. That is absolutely crazy and just untrue. Everybody is very happy working there at this particular time. So whatever narrative he said that Ben has as far as that goes, he just does not believe it to be true. From what he witnessed at the studio, everybody's super happy. He's like, people were saying how it's nice and chill now. And well, Ben, I understand that Ben is, can freak out, go off the handle, maybe be a little crazy, because he's got, some mental stuff going on. And he was the first one to admit he's got some mental issues. He believes he needs some kind of medication to temper his, I don't know, situation, right? Like because he will just absolutely fly off. And we've seen him do that when he went off on that lady on the stage, when he suits a Tozy, right? Like these things I think any person that has critical thinking would not make these mistakes. And I've even said like a bunch of times, like, oh my gosh, like I really wish he would not have done that. Can you imagine being Ben Armstrong's attorney? You probably have him on the phone 24/7. Like, what are you doing? Hang up. Why are you live streaming? Like you're creating a huge mess for me to clean up. Please just stop. But having said that, he brings in the viewers, and TJ knows, you know what? I've got to innovate here. I've got to bring in more people. I've got to find somebody to replace the star, and possibly it could be Rodney. I think Rodney's got that charisma, that star power that definitely could replace Ben. Don't get me wrong, Rodney can be dramatic at times. He knows how to layer on just the right amount of drama, but he's a smart dude. He's made it this far in cryptocurrency. He's done it all on his own. He's just been churning out his content. He knows the blockchain. He's smart about it. So we'll have to see. But as far as anybody being held hostage, he said, no, that's not the situation. But he did have a bunch of people, of course, because he has a varied group of people that watch him. And he had some people who didn't like Ben in the comment section, and he had people who loved Ben in the comment section. So, of course, he had all of these comments going back and forth like, okay, Rodney, do you really think, while you're there in front of TJ and all these other people, somebody's actually going to pull you aside and be like, yo, man, TJ is the bad guy, and, listen to Ben, and we're all secretly for Ben. He's like, he had people like that. And he also had people saying, oh, yeah, I bet they were super happy that Ben is gone. So it was a mixture of both, but he just kept driving home the point that everyone loves it. Everybody loves working there. It's a different environment. It's a chill environment, and everybody is super happy in this situation that they're in now. So when it comes to Ben and TJ, listen, no matter how you feel about that situation, and I don't think there's going to be any winners there. None. I don't think anyone is going to walk away happy with their deal. I think both of these guys are going to feel like they got screwed and they lost, right? There's going to be no winners. I don't think there's anybody that's going to walk away half and half happy. They're going to both feel like they lost. But even if Ben does take back over the channel, you don't want him walking into a situation where the business is just about to fail and the doors are going to be slammed shut forever. You want a business there that's growing and thriving and being able to make payroll. So TJ is doing what he's got to do in order to maintain and grow the business, because he's looking forward to a future as continuing to be CEO at the helm of Hit Network, where Ben wants to go back in and, take over from where he was, but we don't know if that's going to happen. So we know that Ben has this new channel that the subscribership is still low, but I think he can continue to, work at it and grow it. He definitely has the viewership there. So that might be it. TJ might have to buy Ben out, and Ben will start his new thing, and I'm sure Ben will have 1 million subscribers in no time, because people love to watch Ben Armstrong, especially when it pops off. Like, he definitely knows about cryptocurrency, and I think when the bull market officially starts, what's going to happen? We're going to have a bunch of new eyes on cryptocurrency, and he is going to draw in a great deal of new subscribers into his channel. And, if they have a new star over there at the Hit Network, like Rodney, or, like anyone else they're going to bring in, as long as they have that charisma, they have the opportunity to get some new subscribers as well, because we know that's going to happen when the bull market kicks off. It's not yet, though. I know I've seen a bunch of videos saying bull market has started, the bull market is on. No. And how do we know the bull market hasn't started? Because a lot of sources have said, and we know the Bitcoin halving is coming up next year, and the bull market always starts after the halving. So, maybe I'll actually make a cryptocurrency video tonight after I'm done with this one, because I look at my viewership and I see the videos that I make about Ben do really well in the algorithm, because not only do people like to watch Ben, but they like to watch videos about Ben. So I appreciate you very much for watching my channel for that. And if you've not already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm really lagging in the YouTube algorithm, and I'm like this close from being demonetized. So if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so, or at least hitting the like button. That would really help me, and I would be ever so grateful and thankful. Thank you. I appreciate you. Well, that's going to do it here for me today. I thank you so very much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on the red candles, and please take care of yourself.